We're going to learn a new note on the saxophone today, D. D is played with your first, second, and third fingers down, just like the note G. And then your right hand, you also press down your first, second, and third fingers. Now you can see really easy where the pearls are to know exactly where to put your fingers. Thumb goes underneath the thumb rest here. And on the left hand, on the thumb, instead of holding your finger on this black post, you are going to press it on this key here. It's called your octave key. So that's thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. D sounds like this. Now we're going to start reading musical notation, which means D won't be written as a letter anymore. It will be written on these 5 lines called a staff. I'm going to use this oval to show my note D. It's on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line from the bottom. Every time you see an oval or a circle or a note head on the 4th line from the bottom of your staff, you know that that note is the letter D. Now this oval is called a whole note, and it is worth 4 beats. It's called a whole note because it takes up a whole measure when that measure is in 4/4 time. I'm also going to be using this symbol. This is called a whole rest. A whole rest, just like a whole note, takes up the whole measure in 4/4 time, meaning there's 4 beats of silence whenever you see one of these. Let's take a look at our song Liftoff. On the first measure, you can see a whole note on the 4th line from the bottom. That means we play D for 4 beats whenever we see that particular whole note. It's followed by a whole rest afterwards, so we rest for 4 beats. Then we have another whole note D we play for 4 beats, and the whole song we switch off between a whole note D and a whole rest. Let's give it a try. Great. Now use the audio to practice it once yourself. Fantastic job.